Hello students, today we are going to understand the income determination with the help of saving investment approach and aggregate demand, aggregate supply approach. So first of all, we need to understand certain points like whenever income is determined, the point should be considered as AD is equal to AS. Means aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. So we all are aware that aggregate demand is equal to C plus I and aggregate supply is equal to C plus S. मतलब जितनी भी हमारी इनकम है वो कंज्यूम होती है, सेव होती है, और जितनी भी हमारी डिमांड है वो टू सेक्टर इकोनॉमी में या तो हाउस होल्ड से आती है या फर्म से आती है. सो वी नो दैट सी कट के क्या बनेगा हमारे पास, इनकम इन्वेस्टमेंट इज इक्वल टू सेविंग. सो वेर एवर the aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply, at the same point investment is equal to saving. That's why income determination is possible in these two approaches. ठीक है. So सबसे पहले हम समझने की कोशिश करेंगे how income is determined with ADS approach. So as we doing earlier, this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, and on the x-axis we'll keep income, and on y-axis we keep AD and AS because we are going to study the income determination with AD-AS approach. And as we all are aware that saving curve is 45-degree line, aggregate supply curve is of 45-degree line. Sorry, I said saving curve, which is wrong. Aggregate supply curve is 45-degree line, and this 45-degree line, aggregate supply curve, is also considered as income curve. Okay, and this is ex ante curve, planned aggregate supply. And this planned aggregate supply curve we will use as a reference line to determine the income level. And that income level is decided by the point of intersection of AD curve. AD is also ex ante, means planned AD. AD is also planned. And this is my equilibrium point where aggregate demand intersect the aggregate supply. As we all are aware that at the level of equilibrium, we find this. So here also we are finding at the level of equilibrium AD is equal to AS. Okay. So the point of interception of y-axis is considered as AD bar. Why it is considered as AD bar? Just understand in very brief. As we all are aware, aggregate demand is equal to C plus I, and we just bifurcate the component of C. So C bar plus B Y plus I bar, because we always keep autonomous investment to study this Keynesian law. So now C AD is equal to C bar plus I bar. As we know C plus I, so C bar plus I bar ko we can write as AD bar plus BY. So you can see aggregate demand is what? Aggregate demand is the combination of AD bar plus BY. So you can see, I just want to quickly give you a review of or revision of previous learning. So this is my I bar, this is my C consumption curve starting from C bar, this is my I bar, this is my consumption curve. And how we are going to draw this aggregate demand curve? The vertical summation of C plus I. So ये प्लस आई वाला पॉइंट हम यहाँ से दिखा देंगे एंड इसको पैरेलल लेके जाएंगे. सो जितना बी वाई की वजह से सी का स्लोप था उतना ही बी वाई की वजह से हमारे एडी का स्लोप रहेगा. ओके, दिस इज माय एडी कर्व. And now this is point considered as AD bar. Point of intersection of this AD curve is AD bar. That's why we keep it as AD bar. Got it? So this is my equilibrium point with the help of ADS approach. Now, if you want to draw the equilibrium point of economy with the help of saving investment approach, you can directly draw the saving investment approach, or you can draw with the help of this diagram. So for that, we need to understand that this is my, as we know, saving curve started from negative axis and moved to positive axis of y. So x-axis again will keep income, and on y-axis positive side, this is saving, negative side also this saving, and then this is the origin point. And also, as we are going to prove it with the saving investment approach, so this is my investment curve, and we'll draw the perpendicular from this curve to this curve. And here we'll draw the investment line I. This is my I bar. Okay, autonomous investment will keep for the Keynesian theory. Now जहां पर E point है perpendicular डाला, एक point मैंने यहाँ mark करना है, and this AD bar is summation of I bar and C bar. So here saving curve के लिए हमको सिर्फ C bar चाहिए. So suppose हमने minus C bar ये ले लिया. So now we have to join this point to this point and we'll make it saving curve S. Okay, this is my saving curve. This is my saving curve and this is my point of equilibrium, and the income level OY1 decided by ADS approach and the same income level decided by saving investment approach. Okay, so here you can see this point saving is equal to investment, and before this point saving is less than investment, and after this point saving is more than investment. Okay, and this is the area which is considered as this saving. This is the area we can refer as S is equal to 0, which is considered as break even point. Okay, so this is the reminder of previous lesson, but now income determined at OY1 level where saving is equal to investment. Just remember, this saving is also considered as ex ante saving, and this investment is also considered as ex ante investment. Okay, so you can see ex ante aggregate demand or ex ante aggregate supply will be equal at only one point, and the economy is trying to manage this point. That's why this idea is considered an adjustment mechanism. Likewise, saving and investment, when they are planned, they will be equal at only one point. An economy will try to manage this point. If somehow economy is in disequilibrium and far ahead from equilibrium point at the right side, they will try to manage to go to left side. And if they will be left side, they will try to manage to go to right side. Okay, this is called the adjustment mechanism. How they will try to manage? They will try to manage as if they are at this point, this side, you can see aggregate supply is greater than aggregate demand. Saving is greater than investment. Automatically that means economy में demand कम हो गई है. And economy में demand कम हो गई है, producers are not willing to supply more. They will cut down the production process, which automatically cut down the employment, which hampers the income level, and we move from this side to this side. Okay. Likewise, if they are before the equilibrium point, that means investment is more. That means aggregate demand is more. So if demand is there, investment is there, so producers have the motivation to produce more because there is demand. So they will produce more. It will increase the employment opportunity. It will increase the income level and will reach the equilibrium point again. Okay. So this is all about adjustment mechanism. Hope you will get a best learning. Please read and revise regularly.